Zendaya. Just hearing her name immediately brings to mind glamorous red carpets, blockbuster movie premieres, viral fan moments and fashion headlines that dominate social media feeds. But the truth behind her fame, far from accidental. Every single choice she has made, every role she has accepted, every public appearance she has graced has been carefully calculated with precision, strategy and foresight. Nothing in her journey to stardom was left to chance. From her early Disney beginnings on Shake It Up to becoming one of Hollywood's most influential and versatile stars, Zendaya's path is a story of a young woman who understood from the very start that raw talent alone is never enough. While many teen actors rely solely on luck or charisma, she approached her career like a chess game, anticipating moves, risks, and opportunities years in advance. Did you know she once turned down a Disney spin-off role because it didn't align with her long-term vision, even though it promised immediate exposure and fame? Or that a short, viral TikTok clip of her rehearsing a dance once caused her Instagram following to skyrocket by millions overnight, unexpectedly boosting her influence among fans worldwide? But it's not just about the numbers. Zendaya's rise is as much about strategic storytelling as it is about skill. She has carefully crafted an image that balances relatability with aspiration, making her fans feel connected while also looking up to her as a role model. Behind every red carpet moment, every magazine cover, and every viral interview lies a subtle calculation. How will this move affect her public image? How will it resonate with fans? And how will it shape the next stage of her career? Unlike many stars who are swept up by sudden fame, Zendaya has consistently demonstrated the rare ability to remain in control of her narrative. In this video, we're diving deep into the hidden strategies, bold risks, and carefully orchestrated moves that have defined Zendaya's meteoric rise. We'll uncover the behind-the-scenes stories that the media rarely reports, the auditions she agonized over, the directors who took a chance on her, the mentors who guided her, and the moments of doubt she had to overcome to reach superstardom. You'll also see how viral social media moments, award show appearances, and even seemingly small fashion choices contributed to building an empire of influence and cultural relevance. We'll explore her career-defining performances, from her breakout Disney roles to her daring, Emmy-winning portrayal in Euphoria and her blockbuster stints in Spider-Man. Each role wasn't just a job. It was a step in a meticulously planned trajectory that showcased her range, her intelligence, and her ability to connect with audiences across demographics. But perhaps most fascinating is the paradox Zendaya embodies. She manages to stay remarkably private. While remaining incredibly viral, she shares just enough to keep fans engaged, yet maintains boundaries that protect her personal life. This delicate balance has made her a symbol of modern stardom, an icon who can dominate headlines without ever seeming desperate for attention. By the end of this video, you will understand why Zendaya isn't just lucky, talented, or popular. She is the embodiment of a carefully engineered Hollywood master plan, one that seamlessly blends raw talent, strategic foresight, unshakable poise, and cultural intuition. Stick with us to the very end, because we'll reveal a pivotal moment in her career, one that nearly derailed everything she had built, and how she turned it into one of the most iconic comebacks in recent Hollywood history.
Zendaya Marais Stammer Coleman didn't start as a Hollywood star. She began as a passionate, disciplined, and extraordinarily talented young dancer and model. From a very young age, she immersed herself in the world of performance, mastering jazz, ballet, hip-hop, and lyrical dance. Each rehearsal was a lesson in persistence, precision, and self-expression. Her parents, especially her mother Claire, recognized her talent early and nurtured it carefully, encouraging her to pursue every opportunity while instilling a sense of discipline, professionalism, and humility. Even small modeling gigs and local theatre performances became training grounds for a young artist who already understood that talent alone would never be enough to make it in the entertainment industry. By the age of 11, Zendaya had already begun performing on professional stages, and it was clear she had an extraordinary focus. While many kids her age were still figuring out hobbies, she was balancing school, auditions, and rehearsals, understanding that each experience was a stepping stone toward a larger vision. She absorbed lessons from every rejection, every challenging audition, and every performance, turning setbacks into opportunities to learn and improve. This early dedication was the foundation of a career that would later be defined by strategy, foresight, and intentional decision-making. Her first major breakthrough came with Disney Channel's Shake It Up, where she starred alongside Bella Thorne. The show gave her visibility, but it also came with the risk of being typecast as just another Disney teen star. Many of her peers fell into this trap, their careers stagnating once the Disney contracts ended. But Zendaya approached every role, every script, and every scene with careful consideration. She has often said, "I always want to work, but I never want to lose myself in the process." This mindset reflected her early maturity and a remarkable ability to think long-term about her career. She wasn't chasing fame, she was building a sustainable path, laying bricks that would support future stardom. Behind the scenes, Zendaya navigated challenges that could have derailed a typical teen star. Overexposure, poor contractual decisions, and impulsive social media choices have destroyed many promising careers. Zendaya, however, remained grounded thanks to her family's guidance. Her mother Claire served as an anchor, providing emotional support, advice, and a steady hand whenever Hollywood pressures threatened to overwhelm her. Even small decisions, how she interacted with co-stars, handled feedback from directors, and presented herself during interviews, were carefully calculated. Every action was contributing to a reputation for reliability, professionalism, and authenticity. Zendaya's career strategy extended beyond acting. She understood early that a star's influence now reaches far beyond the camera. Social media, public appearances, and fan engagement were all part of the puzzle. Zendaya cultivated a balance between relatability and privacy, giving fans glimpses of her personality while maintaining boundaries. This allowed her to develop a personal brand that was both aspirational and approachable, a combination that would prove essential in the viral age of social media and digital fandom. Even when opportunities arose that promised immediate fame, Zendaya didn't accept them blindly. She evaluated each role, each project, for how it aligned with her long-term goals. She was learning early that not every high-profile gig is a good move, and that sometimes saying "your" is as strategic as saying yes. These decisions laid the groundwork for a career characterized by deliberate moves, consistency, and foresight. By the time she left Disney, Zendaya wasn't simply a teen star. She had become a professional architect of her own career, equipped with discipline, strategic thinking, and the ability to turn calculated risks into opportunities. She studied the nuances of performance, the intricacies of production, and the subtleties of audience engagement. By learning from the best while maintaining her unique voice, she transformed from a talented teen star into a formidable Hollywood presence. By the time her early 20s arrived, Zendaya's rise was unmistakable. She had successfully navigated the treacherous path from child star to respected actress, combining talent, strategic foresight, and a keen understanding of her brand. Her roles reflected intentional choices, balancing blockbuster films, award-winning television, and projects that challenged her creatively. Her rise to fame was not a product of luck or timing alone. It was a masterclass in calculated risk, taking professional discipline and the careful blending of skill, strategy, and authenticity. Zendaya had emerged as a star on her own terms, one who could captivate audiences, command respect from industry peers, and maintain a cultural relevance few of her contemporaries could match. By the time Zendaya was entering her early 20s, she had already transitioned from a rising star into one of Hollywood's most versatile and celebrated performers. Her career highlights are a testament not only to her talent, but also to her strategic approach to every role, every performance, and every public appearance. Zendaya's ability to balance blockbuster films, award-winning television, and critically acclaimed performances set her apart from her peers, establishing her as a rare combination of commercial and artistic success. Her role in Spider-Man, Homecoming, and its sequels showcased her ability to excel in blockbuster cinema. As MJ, she redefined a character that had been previously portrayed in more traditional ways, bringing wit, intelligence, and emotional depth to a role often relegated to the background. Fans quickly gravitated to her nuanced performance, praising her ability to hold her own alongside Hollywood heavyweights. It wasn't just her acting that impressed audiences, it was her presence, her timing, and the way she effortlessly connected with viewers on both an emotional and entertaining level. These performances proved that Zendaya could navigate the high stakes of franchise filmmaking while retaining authenticity, charm, and professionalism. Meanwhile, her work in Euphoria continued to solidify her reputation as a serious actor. Portraying Rue, a teenager struggling with addiction, trauma, and mental health challenges, Zendaya delivered a performance layered with vulnerability, raw emotion, and realism. Critics lauded her ability to embody such a complex character, balancing the darkness of Rue's experiences with moments of humor, intelligence, and relatability. Winning the Emmy for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Drama Series was more than a personal accolade. It was a validation of years of careful career planning, deliberate risk-taking, and mastery of her craft. She had proven that she could tackle roles that demanded emotional depth and resilience, and in doing so, she redefined expectations for actors of her generation. In addition to television and film, Zendaya has earned recognition for her contributions to fashion and pop culture. She has become a style icon, frequently making headlines for bold and inventive red carpet appearances. Her fashion choices are not random. They are deliberate extensions of her personal brand, blending creativity, sophistication, and strategic visibility. Every outfit, every collaboration with designers, and every photo spread is part of a larger narrative she constructs, demonstrating an understanding of influence that extends beyond acting. Her influence is measurable. Viral social media moments, fan engagement, and trending discussions reflect the impact of her thoughtful presence in the cultural landscape. Beyond her Emmy win, she has been nominated for a variety of accolades that recognize acting, style, and influence, proving her versatility and range. What sets her apart from others in Hollywood is that she approaches these accolades not as the ultimate goal, but as milestones along a carefully planned career trajectory. Each nomination, each award, each critical review is incorporated into her larger strategy to expand opportunities and solidify her position as a respected, multifaceted artist. Even fan interactions have played a role in defining her career. Zendaya has cultivated an authentic connection with her audience, whether through controlled social media engagement or her thoughtful responses during interviews and events. Fans respond not just to her performances, but to her intelligence, poise, and ability to balance relatability with aspirational qualities. Viral moments, whether a clip from a dance rehearsal, a witty award show comment, or a philanthropic initiative, have become part of her professional narrative, further elevating her cultural significance. Finally, Zendaya's career highlights are a reflection of the deliberate risks she has taken. Every blockbuster film, every emotionally demanding television role, every red carpet appearance, and every public engagement has been a calculated move designed to reinforce her credibility, versatility, and influence. Her trajectory demonstrates a mastery of both craft and strategy, showing that she is not just talented, but intentionally building a career with longevity, impact, and relevance. By the end of this period in her career, Zendaya had become more than an actress. She had become a cultural phenomenon, a role model, and a blueprint for aspiring performers who seek to combine skill, strategy, and star power in an increasingly complex entertainment landscape. While Zendaya's professional life is often in the spotlight, her personal life is a carefully curated balance of privacy, authenticity, and purposeful engagement. Unlike many young stars who let fame dictate every decision, Zendaya has consistently maintained boundaries between her public persona and private life, understanding early that longevity in Hollywood requires both visibility and discretion. Her personal life, relationships, friendships, and everyday routines remains largely shielded from the press, allowing her to cultivate a sense of normalcy despite the intensity of her career. Zendaya's hobbies and interests outside of acting reveal a multi-dimensional personality. She has a deep passion for dance, which continues to influence her artistic choices and personal routines. Beyond dance, she engages with fashion, music, and creative projects that challenge her imagination. Her interest in fashion goes beyond wearing designer outfits. She collaborates with stylists and designers to create statements that reflect her identity and influence cultural trends. Zendaya approaches these pursuits not as publicity stunts, but as genuine extensions of her creativity, demonstrating a commitment to personal growth and artistic exploration. Social media plays a unique role in Zendaya's personal and professional life. Unlike celebrities who overshare, she maintains a calculated presence, using platforms like Instagram and TikTok to connect with fans while maintaining boundaries. Her posts often highlight her projects, fashion choices, and moments of personal significance, all while avoiding unnecessary controversy. This balance between engagement and discretion has helped her cultivate a loyal and respectful fan base that appreciates her authenticity. Viral moments like snippets of dance rehearsals, behind-the-scenes glimpses, or fashion highlights are often intentional, crafted to inspire, entertain, and reinforce her personal brand. Philanthropy and social activism are central to Zendaya's personal values. She uses her platform to advocate for causes close to her heart, including education, equality, and social justice. Zendaya has partnered with organizations to raise awareness, support initiatives, and amplify the voices of underrepresented communities. She demonstrates that influence comes with responsibility, and her approach reflects both compassion and strategic thinking. Through her philanthropic efforts, she has shown that personal success and social impact can coexist, reinforcing the narrative of a star who is mindful of her legacy beyond entertainment. Zendaya's personal life also reflects resilience and emotional intelligence. Growing up in the public eye could have been overwhelming, yet she navigated adolescence and early adulthood with remarkable poise. She has spoken candidly in interviews about the challenges of fame, including handling criticism, maintaining mental health, and setting boundaries in an industry that often exploits youth. These insights reveal a star who is self-aware, thoughtful, and intentional in how she approaches both life and career. Her relationships with friends, mentors, and family remain central to her identity. Zendaya often credits her mother, Claire, for providing guidance, perspective, and support that has allowed her to make strategic career decisions while remaining grounded. Friendships with peers in the industry are also carefully nurtured, fostering collaborations, mutual learning, and personal growth. This network has allowed her to navigate Hollywood's complexities with confidence and clarity, ensuring that professional decisions are informed, deliberate, and sustainable. In essence, Zendaya's personal life, hobbies, social media presence, and philanthropic efforts are all intertwined components of a larger intentional strategy. They complement her professional accomplishments, reinforcing her image as a multidimensional, relatable, yet aspirational figure. While her career showcases skill, foresight, and calculated risks, her personal life demonstrates discipline, self-awareness, and purposeful engagement. By blending creativity, advocacy, and strategic visibility, Zendaya has crafted a personal brand that is both compelling and enduring, further solidifying her status as one of the most influential and admired stars of her generation. Even stars as carefully managed as Zendaya are not immune to controversy or industry challenges. While she has cultivated an image of poise, professionalism, and strategic foresight, navigating Hollywood inevitably brings scrutiny, rumors, and occasional backlash. What sets Zendaya apart is how she responds to these challenges, with calculated composure, thoughtful reflection, and an unwavering focus on long-term goals. Her ability to turn potential controversies into lessons or opportunities has been a defining element of her career, reinforcing her reputation as both resilient and intelligent. Early in her career, minor controversies occasionally arose around her Disney roles, from online debates over her performances to criticism for red carpet appearances or social media posts. Rather than react impulsively, Zendaya carefully considered her responses, often choosing silence, professionalism, or measured statements over drama. This approach demonstrated maturity and emotional intelligence, allowing her to maintain credibility and avoid unnecessary pitfalls. It also taught her an invaluable lesson about the power of perception. In Hollywood, what is said and how it is delivered often matters as much as the work itself. Zendaya's rise into mainstream Hollywood brought larger challenges. Transitioning from a teen star to a serious adult actress often attracts skepticism, and some critics questioned whether she could handle intense, mature roles. The stakes were high with projects like Euphoria, where audiences and critics alike scrutinized her portrayal of Rue, a character dealing with addiction, trauma, and raw emotional struggles. Instead of shying away from such roles, Zendaya embraced the challenge, demonstrating not just talent, but courage and insight into what makes a performance resonate. The Emmy she earned for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Drama Series was not just recognition. It was proof that strategic risk-taking, preparation and dedication can overcome industry doubt and public scrutiny. The entertainment industry itself is a complex landscape full of unspoken rules, competitive pressures and politics that can challenge even the most talented actors. Zendaya has consistently demonstrated an awareness of these dynamics, using her intelligence, professionalism, and discretion to navigate them effectively. She has spoken about the importance of understanding contracts, choosing collaborators wisely, and maintaining control over one's image and narrative. These lessons are rarely discussed publicly, but are central to her sustained success. Zendaya has shown that understanding the industry is as vital as mastering one's craft, and she models how strategic thinking can protect both reputation and career trajectory. Another lesson Zendaya embodies is the power of resilience and adaptability. In a world where public opinion can shift overnight, she remains grounded by focusing on what she can control, her craft, preparation, and deliberate choices. She has learned to absorb criticism constructively, to adapt to changing trends without losing authenticity, and to maintain perspective when viral moments or controversies threaten to overshadow the work itself. These experiences have helped her refine her judgment, strengthen her public presence, and solidify her professional credibility. Finally, Zendaya's career offers broader lessons for aspiring actors and creatives. She demonstrates the importance of calculated risk-taking, strategic decision-making, and self-awareness. She shows that fame is not a goal in itself, but a tool that, when wielded wisely, can open doors to creative opportunities, cultural influence, and personal growth. By learning from minor controversies, navigating industry politics with intelligence, and turning challenges into stepping stones, Zendaya has built a blueprint for sustained success in one of the most competitive fields in the world. Her story is a testament to the idea that talent alone is never enough. Discipline, foresight, emotional intelligence, and a commitment to continuous learning are equally essential. In essence, Zendaya's approach to controversies, industry insights, and career lessons reflects a star who is strategic, resilient, and mindful of both immediate and long-term impact. Her ability to navigate challenges without compromising her values or vision is one of the many reasons she continues to stand out in Hollywood. Every obstacle she has encountered has been transformed into a learning opportunity, shaping a career that is not only successful, but also enduring, influential, and inspirational. As Zendaya reflects on her journey from a young dancer in Oakland to one of Hollywood's most influential stars, it becomes clear that her path was anything but accidental. Every performance, every role, every carefully chosen project reflects a combination of talent, foresight, and strategic planning. Looking back, it is remarkable to see how she has balanced risk with calculated decision-making, building a career that is both sustainable and inspirational for a new generation of actors and creatives. Zendaya's career is a study in intentional growth. From her early days on Disney Channel's Shake It Up to blockbuster films like the Spider-Man series and emotionally complex roles in Euphoria, she has consistently chosen projects that challenge her, expand her skill set, and elevate her presence in Hollywood. Each role, whether in film or television, has contributed to a layered, multidimensional career, proving that she is not just a performer, but a professional who understands the power of narrative and influence. Her choices reflect an actor who thinks several steps ahead, evaluating not only the artistic merit of a role, but also its impact on her long-term trajectory. As she looks to the future, Zendaya shows no signs of slowing down. Upcoming projects in film, television, and other creative ventures promise to further diversify her repertoire and expand her influence. Her ability to seamlessly navigate between genres Action, drama, musical, and even fashion or lifestyle projects demonstrates versatility that few actors possess. Moreover, her continued engagement with social causes, philanthropy, and cultural representation underscores a commitment to impact beyond the screen. Fans and industry professionals alike are eager to see how she will continue to redefine expectations, innovate creatively, and set new benchmarks for excellence. Reflection is not just about accomplishments, it is also about lessons learned and wisdom gained. Zendaya has spoken about the importance of resilience, self-awareness, and maintaining personal integrity in an industry often characterized by fleeting fame and high stakes. She understands that talent alone is not enough to sustain a career, and that emotional intelligence, strategic thinking, and adaptability are equally vital. These reflections inform her decisions today, shaping not only the roles she accepts, but also how she presents herself to the world, interacts with fans, and approaches opportunities. Closing this chapter of her story, it becomes evident that Zendaya's success is a product of intentional design rather than mere luck. She embodies a paradoxical balance, simultaneously approachable and aspirational, disciplined yet creative, private yet influential. Her career trajectory offers lessons not just for aspiring actors, but for anyone seeking to combine passion with strategy, talent with foresight, and creativity with purpose. She proves that it is possible to remain authentic while navigating a world that constantly scrutinizes and challenges public figures. Finally, as we consider what's next for Zendaya, one truth is clear: she'll continue to innovate, inspire, and influence. From daring performances to fashion statements, from philanthropy to social activism, she has shown a remarkable ability to adapt and thrive. Her journey reminds us that success in any field is rarely accidental. It is built on discipline, vision, and intentional action. Zendaya's story is not just a tale of fame. It is a blueprint for how talent, strategy, resilience, and authenticity can converge to create a career that is both remarkable and enduring. As we conclude this exploration of Zendaya's life and career, we are left with a deep appreciation for her artistry, intelligence, and strategic foresight. She has not only entertained the world, but has also demonstrated how careful planning, risk-taking, and authenticity can turn challenges into opportunities. Her journey continues, and while the future holds new surprises, one thing is certain: Zendaya remains a masterclass in building a career that combines passion, precision, and purpose, inspiring generations to come.